Are you still waiting for confirmation on when your Social Security payment will hit your account in March? Maybe you're wondering if payment dates have changed because of any holidays? Or perhaps you're new to Social Security and trying to figure out this confusing payment schedule for the first time? Well, you're in the right place because today, I am breaking down the just-released March 2025 Social Security payment schedule that affects millions of Americans. Before we dive into these critical payment dates, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss an update about your benefits. And if this video helps you, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps more people find this important information. Now, let's get straight to those March payment dates you've been waiting for. The Social Security Administration has just released the official payment calendar for March 2025, and I want to make sure you have all the information you need to plan your finances accordingly. With over 70 million Americans depending on these benefits, knowing exactly when your money will arrive can make a huge difference in managing your monthly budget. First, let's address the question many of you have been asking in the comments. No, there are no federal holidays in March 2025 that will delay your Social Security payments. This is great news because it means we can rely on the standard schedule without any holiday adjustments this month. Unlike February, when President's Day sometimes causes shifts, March payments should arrive right on time. So what are those exact dates? If you've been receiving benefits for a while, you probably know that Social Security follows a specific pattern each month based on your birthday. But if you're new to the system, this might seem confusing at first. Don't worry, I'm going to break it down simply and clearly so you can circle those important dates on your calendar. For Supplemental Security Income, SSI recipients, your March payment is scheduled to arrive on Friday, March 1, 2025. This follows the standard rule that SSI payments arrive on the first of each month, unless that day falls on a weekend or holiday. Since March 1 falls on a Saturday this year, the payment will be deposited the day before, on Friday. This early arrival is actually good news for those of you who rely on these funds to start your month. Now, what about retirement, survivors, and disability benefits? This is where your birth date comes into play. The Social Security Administration divides payment dates based on your birth date to manage the massive volume of payments going out each month. Have you ever wondered why they do this? It's actually a smart system that prevents their payment processing systems from being overwhelmed all at once. If your birth date falls between the 1st and 10th of any month, your March Social Security payment will arrive on Wednesday, March 12, 2025. I have heard from many of you in this group who like to plan bill payments for the days following, so mark that date. For those of you born between the 11th and 20th of any month, expect your payment on Wednesday, March 19th, 2025. I know this middle group sometimes feels like they're caught in payment limbo, not quite early, not quite late, but at least you can count on this consistent date each month. And if your birthday falls between the 21st and 31st of any month, your payment is scheduled for Wednesday, March 26th, 2025. For those of you in this last group, I understand the frustration of having to wait until nearly the end of the month. Have you considered adjusting your bill due dates to better align with your benefit schedule? This is something many viewers have told me help them manage their monthly cash flow. Now, what about those of you who started receiving Social Security benefits before May 1997 or who receive both Social Security and SSI benefits? Your payment schedule is different. You'll receive your Social Security payment on March 3, 2025. This special schedule applies to a decreasing number of beneficiaries, but it's important to note if you're in this group. One question that frequently pops up in my comment section is, what time of day will my direct deposit hit my account? While the Social Security Administration schedules these payments to arrive on your designated date, the exact time can vary depending on your bank or credit union's processing schedule. Have you noticed a pattern with your financial institution? Some banks process these federal payments early in the morning, while others might not make funds available until later in the day. If you're receiving your benefits through Direct Express card, the funds are typically available by 9 a.m. local time on your payment date. This is one advantage of using the Direct Express system, its consistency in timing. However, I've heard from viewers who've occasionally experienced delays, so it's always good to have a backup plan if you absolutely need those funds on payment day. Speaking of payment methods, are you still receiving paper checks? While most beneficiaries have switched to electronic payments, a small percentage still get physical checks. If you're in this group, remember that mail delivery can add additional days to when you actually receive your benefit. With occasional postal delays, this is something to keep in mind. Have you considered switching to direct deposit or Direct Express? The reliability might be worth the change. Now, let's talk about an important question that many of you have asked. What if your payment doesn't arrive on the scheduled date? This is definitely cause for concern, but don't panic immediately. If your direct deposit doesn't show up by the end of your scheduled payment day, you should contact your bank first to make sure there isn't an issue on their end. If your bank confirms they haven't received the payment, then you should contact the Social Security Administration at 1-800-772-1213. Remember that Social Security's phone lines are busiest early in the week and early in the month, so you might face longer wait times if you call on those days. Have you tried using the online My Social Security account to check your payment status? This can sometimes be faster than waiting on hold. Another common question I receive is about payment amounts. Will there be any changes to benefit amounts in March 2025? The answer is no, unless you've had a specific change to your situation that would affect your benefit calculation. The annual cost of living adjustment, COLA, took effect in January 2025, so your March payment should be the same as your February payment unless something specific has changed in your case. For those of you who are new to Social Security benefits and experiencing your first few months of payments, you might still be adjusting to this schedule. It can take some time to align your bill payments and budgeting with the Social Security calendar. Have you found any helpful strategies for managing your finances around these payment dates? I'd love to hear your tips in the comments section. One strategy many of my viewers have found helpful is to create a monthly budget that specifically accounts for the timing of your Social Security payment. Rather than thinking about finances from the 1st to the 31st of each month, consider structuring your budget around your payment date. This payment date to payment date approach can help you avoid running short before your next benefit arrives. If you're struggling with making your benefits last for the entire month, you're not alone. Many Social Security recipients face this challenge, especially with rising costs. Have you looked into additional assistance programs that might help supplement your income? Programs like SNAP food stamps, LIHE, AP energy assistance, or state-specific senior benefit programs can provide valuable support. Remember that applying for these programs doesn't affect your Social Security benefits. Another important reminder is to check your My Social Security account regularly, not just for payment information, but also for any notices or updates from the SSA. They sometimes send important information about your benefits that might require action on your part. If you haven't set up an online account yet, I highly recommend doing so. It gives you 24/7 access to your benefit information and the ability to make certain changes without calling or visiting an office. If you receive other federal benefits in addition to Social Security, such as Veterans Affairs benefits or federal retirement payments, those follow different payment schedules. It's important to keep track of each program's payment calendar separately. Would a consolidated calendar of all your federal benefits be helpful? Let me know in the comments if that's something you'd like to see in a future video. For those of you helping older parents or family members manage their Social Security benefits, March might be a good time to review their payment arrangements. Are they receiving their benefits in the most convenient and secure way? Do they have a budget plan that works with their payment schedule? Taking the time to check in on these details can help prevent financial stress later. As we wrap up, I want to emphasize that being aware of your exact payment date is just one part of financial planning. Having a clear budget, emergency savings if possible, and knowledge of additional resources can all contribute to financial security. The March 2025 schedule gives us a predictable framework, but your overall financial plan is what will ultimately provide peace of mind. I hope this breakdown of the March 2025 Social Security payment schedule has been helpful. If you have specific questions about your benefits, the best resource is always the Social Security Administration directly, as they can access your personal information and provide guidance tailored to your situation. Remember to hit that like button if this information was valuable, subscribe for more updates on Social Security and retirement benefits, and share this video with anyone else who might be waiting for their March payment information. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll discuss what early projections are saying about the 2026 COLA increase. Take care.